Good afternoon, family, friends, and the class of 2026. Welcome to the Plymouth High School 2026 graduation ceremony. My name is Isabel Fisher. Please stand if you are able and place your hand over your heart for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Isabel. Nicely done. Welcome. My name is Joe Brandel, and I have the honor to serve as the principal at Plymouth High School. It is amazing to look out and see all of you gathered here today to celebrate the class of 2026. At this time, I would like to take a minute to recognize our band and Mr. Wisman for rocking it and showing school spirit throughout the year. Let's give them a round of applause. Next, I would like to welcome Kevin Baltus to provide the official welcome.
Good afternoon, friends, families, and graduates, and welcome to the Plymouth High School's Class of 2026 graduation ceremony. My name is Kevin Baltus. I want to thank everyone for showing up today to support our class and for showing up for the past 13 years to support us along the way. I also want to give a big thank you to everyone who helped make this ceremony possible. Our senior year was filled with many memories, accomplishments, and bumps along the way. We made it through the good times and the bad together, and whether you were a teacher, family member, or friend, you helped us get to this final day of our high school journey. So without further delay, sit back, relax, and enjoy the Class of 2026's celebratory ceremony.
Well done, Kevin. It is my pleasure to inform you of a few ways we recognize academic accomplishments at Plymouth High School. One way the state of Wisconsin helps us recognize our students is the Wisconsin Academic Excellence Scholarship that is awarded to 2 seniors with the highest GPAs, with ACT scores and the Laude system used as tiebreakers. This year's Plymouth High School recipients are Kevin Baltus and Brennan Nickel. Congrats, guys. Another way we recognize our students is the Wisconsin Technical Excellence Scholarship, which honors 2 seniors with the highest demonstrated level of proficiency in technical education subjects. This year's Plymouth High School recipients are Max Trepanier and Zach Miller. Congratulations to the 4 of you for all of your hard work while attending and making PHS a better place. At the local level, our school board chose to adopt a Laude system to recognize graduates for both high academic standing and rigorous course selections. The designation level is determined by multiplying a student's grade point average at the end of their senior year by the number of advanced classes taken throughout their 4 years at Plymouth High School. Today, you can see the levels our graduates achieved by the colors of their stoles they are wearing. Starting with the highest recognition, students wearing gold stoles signifies summa cum laude status. Please stand to be recognized. Next, students wearing silver stoles signifies magna cum laude status. Please stand to be recognized if you are wearing a silver stole. And students wearing the orange stole signifies cum laude status. Please stand to be recognized. Additionally, students who qualify for Laude status may apply to become Class Exemplar, an award and scholarship that looks at student involvement, leadership, service, passion, being a team player, and the willingness and determination to apply learning in the future to give back to our community. This year, we are very proud to present Brennan Nickel as the 2026 Class Exemplar.
Welcome family, friends, faculty, and of course, the class of 2026. It's almost hard to believe that this day is already here. For years, we've been told the same thing. High school flies by. Honestly, it didn't always feel that way. There were long practices, early mornings, late nights, and days that seemed to drag on. Somehow, though, those days turned into years, and now those years have brought us here. It doesn't feel that long ago when we first walked into Plymouth High School as nervous freshmen, unsure of where we would fit in or the impacts we would eventually make. But somewhere along the way, between the piles of homework, the Friday night football games, the performances, and the many laughs we shared, we built something that will last far beyond today. In reality, though, these memories were never about just the school because PHS was never just the school. It was a starting point, a place that tied us to the community that shaped us, the community that invested in us, believed in us, and ultimately built us into the people we have become. This is why, before we embark on the next steps of our lives, I want to take us on a final tour of Plymouth, highlighting the places that truly shaped who we have become. The first and most obvious place to start is right on South Highland Avenue, Plymouth High School itself. The place where we learned everything from simple algebra to the high-stakes art of memorizing the student section chants. This is where we figured out who we were when the bell wasn't ringing. It's where we spent countless hours in the shops and labs, perfecting projects until the dimensions were just right. It's where we found our voices in the auditorium and our grit on the practice fields. Every elective we took, every club we joined, and every night we stayed late was a lesson in how to show up for something bigger than ourselves. As we continued to grow and learn, we found ways to give back to the same community that invested in us. Moving just down the road, past an abnormally large cow, we arrive at Nut Hill, where Mr. Biller's building construction class worked hard to revitalize the Nut Hill warming hut, creating a community gathering place for years to come. This same effort carried over into everything we did, whether it was collecting food for the National Honor Society's annual food drive, mentoring younger students with Team Panther, or simply volunteering around Plymouth. This class has showed up for the city in the same way that the city has always showed up for us. This community has a way of taking care of its own, and somewhere along the way, we became a part of that tradition. But honestly, most of what defined us didn't come from the big moments. A lot of who we became as a class took root in the everyday ones, the ones that didn't feel significant at the time, but somehow stuck with us anyways. And no two places capture that better than the next stop on our tour. Moving down Eastern Avenue, we see the two most pivotal places in every student's life, Culver's and Quick Trip. They were both so much more than just ice cream and gas. Whether it was debriefing the day over a concrete mixer at Culver's or making a pregame Quick Trip blazer a tradition, both of these places were where we shared so many laughs, so many long conversations, and so many of the little moments that somehow ended up meaning the most. Now, while Culver's and Quick Trip provided us the much-needed fuel to get through high school, the final stop on our tour is where we burned it all off when we were younger. It brings us right back here to the city park. We've gone from being little kids playing games like Monkey on the Wood Chips on the playground to standing here today on this stage, ready to take on the next chapters of our lives. But before we step out of this park and into the world, I want to take a moment to recognize the foundation we're standing on. Every achievement we are celebrating today was a joint effort. We wouldn't be half the students we are without the teachers who stayed late and challenged us when we were ready to give up. We wouldn't have the programs we love without the local businesses and neighbors who always supported us. Behind the success of every one of us is someone who sacrificed, who pushed, who never gave up. So, as we step up to tackle whatever comes next, whether that's a new city, a new campus, or a new career, let's make a commitment to show up for those communities in the same way Plymouth has always showed up for us. Get involved, volunteer, know your neighbors, be the person who makes the place better just by being in it. That's what Plymouth taught us, and that's the best way we can honor everything this community gave to us. No matter where life takes us from here, we will always be products of the city, this school, and these people. Carry that with you, represent it well, and never forget where you started. Good luck to the class of 2026, and as always, go Panthers!
Great job, Brennan. And now, under the direction of Miss Amanda Smith, our senior choir members will be performing I Lived by One Republic. Great job, seniors. You sounded fantastic. Just another example of how awesome our music department is. At this time, I would like to introduce Ashley Miller, Student Council Hall of Fame Chair, to introduce the newest PHS Alumni Hall of Fame members.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashley Miller, and I have had the honor of serving as the Student Council President this year. Today, I am honored to present the 2026 inductees to the Plymouth Alumni Hall of Fame. The Plymouth High School Alumni Hall of Fame was established in 2010 to recognize distinguished alumni and provide role models for current and future students. The ideal Hall of Fame candidate, first and foremost, has achieved a high level of success, but must also exhibit extraordinary leadership, be committed to making a difference in their respective field, and give unselfishly to make their community and world a better place. Some of our past inductees include Olympic gold medalist Bo Hoopman, the first female reserve soldier to become an Army Ranger, Lisa Jaster, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers, and Executive Vice President for Precision Health at Mount Sinai in New York, Dr. Joel Dudley. Every spring, the Student Council Alumni Hall of Fame Committee receives new alumni nominations from the community. The committee then screens the applications and after open debate, votes on electing the top candidate to be honored today at commencement and then this fall at the homecoming assembly. Our Student Council Hall of Fame Committee has selected Lee Gentine and Daniel Salzwedel as this year's Hall of Fame inductees. Lee Gentine has devoted his career and his heart to making this city a better place to live, work, and enjoy. As a second-generation leader at Sargento Foods, Lee rose through the company to become CEO in 2013 and continues to serve on its board of directors. But his impact reaches far beyond business. Through civic leadership and community partnerships, Lee has helped drive projects that define Plymouth today, including the Plymouth Arts Center, Cheese Counter, the Henry Christopher Hotel, and the Cheese Capital Arch. His passion for sports and community led to the development of the Quickwiyok Athletic Complex, where he remains actively involved more than 25 years later. His leadership with the Plymouth Advancement Association, Redevelopment Authority, Wall Dogs Murals, Nut Ski Hill, housing development, and countless community improvements reflects a lifelong commitment to giving back. Over a remarkable 45-year career, Dr. Dan Salzwedel served as a teacher, coach, administrator, professor, and nationally respected leader in interscholastic education. From his beginnings in Plymouth to becoming the longest-serving executive director of the New Mexico Activities Association, Dr. Salzwedel dedicated his career helping students grow through athletics, activities, character education, and competition. Beyond his professional accomplishments, he devoted countless hours to community service through youth programs, Special Olympics, church leadership, and volunteer organizations. Throughout every role, Dr. Salzwedel demonstrated integrity, vision, and an unwavering belief in helping others achieve success. Lee and Dan's commitment to service in the Plymouth community has a far-reaching impact on the lives of all those around them, and they are a welcome addition to the Plymouth Alumni Hall of Fame. Congrats, Lee and Dan.
Great job, Ashley. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Lee and Dan. We can't wait to hear your stories during our homecoming assembly on October 2nd. After 4 years at PHS, there are many people to give a big thank you to, starting with your parents, peers, families, the Plymouth community, our dedicated PH staff, administration, and our school board. Present today to help hand out diplomas are Bob Travis, Tony Backus, and Aaron Martell. Next, it is my pleasure to introduce the superintendent of our district, Mr. Scott Steer.
Good afternoon, everyone. You know, life, we all know, goes very quickly and the days tend to run together and at times are not all that memorable. but certainly this is not one of those days. So it is my honor to be here with the class of 2026. I know that today will be one that many of us, will remember, for the rest of our lives. Good afternoon, graduates, families, staff, and friends. Class of 2026, today certainly is a day of celebration. It is a day to recognize your accomplishments, your perseverance, and the many people who helped you reach this moment. But it is also a day that marks the beginning of something brand new. You are graduating into a world that changes faster than any generation before you has experienced. Technology evolves overnight. Careers emerge that didn't exist a few years ago. Challenges appear without warning. In a world like this, two qualities will serve you well throughout your life: courage and humility. Courage, I think, is often misunderstood. It is not about being fearless. It is about moving forward despite uncertainty. It is having the confidence to try something new, to speak up for what is right, to pursue a dream that others may not even understand, and to keep going when success is not guaranteed. The most effective leaders, teammates, and citizens combine courage with humility. Humility allows us to listen. It reminds us that we do not have all the answers. It helps us learn from others, admit mistakes, and continue growing. Humility keeps success from becoming arrogance and turns achievement into service. As you move into the next chapter of your lives, be courageous enough to lead, but humble enough to learn. Be courageous enough to take risks, but humble enough to ask for help when you need it. Be courageous enough to stand out when necessary, but humble enough to lift others up along the way. The world does not need more people who think they know everything. It needs people who are confident enough to act and wise enough to keep learning. Class of 2026, your future will be shaped not only by what you accomplish, but by the character you demonstrate along the way. Have the courage to pursue your purpose and the humility to remain grounded in it. Congratulations, graduates. We are proud of you. We believe in you, and we cannot wait to see the difference you will make in this world. Thank you and best wishes to the Plymouth High School Class of 2026. Be courageous, demonstrate humility, and go Panthers.
Thank you, Mr. Steer. Each year, the senior class votes on a guest speaker for their graduation ceremony. This year, the students chose Mr. Jake Journey, who for a brief time was a high school social studies teacher and varsity volleyball coach at PHS. Mr. Journey almost single-handedly helps the PHS staff win the homecoming volleyball game each fall with a wicked serve. While at PHS, he made an impact on many students and athletes, which are two reasons he was selected as the class of 2026 speaker. Mr. Journey, please come on up.
Good afternoon. Today we celebrate an awesome crew of young adults on a very special accomplishment. Not only are you closing the door on one aspect of your life, but opening an even larger door into the future. For those of you who are wondering who I am, I'd like to first introduce myself the way in which my students often address me at PHS. So, my name is Mr. Irk, Mr. Irk's wannabe, Mr. Irk's sidekick, Mr. Irk's shadow, JoJo, Big Dog, JJ, Dr. J, Mr. J, and Big Man. My actual name is Mr. Journey, and I was a teacher at Plymouth High School from the 2022-2023 spring semester to the summer of 2025. When I received the notification from Plymouth that I was selected to give this speech, I wasn't super sure how to react. My first question was, who said no? Then I asked myself, how many of you actually voted? And then I finally told myself, boy, they made a mistake letting me come up here because I can say whatever I want. What are they going to do, fire me? In all seriousness, this is an incredible honor to be here in front of all of you. To the first class I had the privilege of teaching, Let me be one of the first of many when I say congratulations to all of you on an amazing accomplishment. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, there are roughly 6.87 million open and active job positions across the country. Hundreds of different career fields, hundreds of different classifications of those career fields, and plenty of room for all of you to be a part of it. Some of you will go into the medical field to become a nurse, a doctor. Some will become an electrician, a businesswoman, a businessman, a teacher, a counselor, a farmer, or you might even choose TikTok as your route and make more money than I ever will. With those opportunities in mind, my message to you is to do it. Some of you may have no clue what you want to do with your future, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. As a kid, I wanted to be a police officer. In high school, I wanted to pursue business. In college, I wanted to be a nurse, a physical therapist, or a teacher. I'm sure you can figure out which one I ended up pursuing. I was constantly pushed in different directions, trying to decide what was best for me. I did not leave teaching because I disliked it. I left teaching because I figured out what I truthfully wanted to do in life, and I went for it. The jump was scary. I had some figuring out to do, but now that I'm coaching full-time and sometimes working at the local Quick Trip, which was a secret until about 2 weeks ago, till a couple students came in and saw me, but I couldn't be happier. Even if it was a short while, I had the chance to see all of you as young students grow from that awkward freshman stage into the young adults you are now. If you look around, I'm sure you see that not everyone is exactly the same as they were their first year at PHS. Parents, I'm certain you've seen your kids grow out of toys, clothing, sports interests, and school interests. So, my question to all of you is why stop? Why stop changing and having new ideas about life? I've seen you as athletes get injured and kept going. I've seen the shyest freshmen receive some of the most amazing scholarship opportunities. I've seen you struggle to stay awake in my class, and here we are today. You have formed new friendships, and some will be lifelong. Some will be rekindled when your kids become friends. Truthfully, no one has life mastered at 18 years old. I mean, heck, I don't have life mastered at 26. The success you have is far less about having that master plan, but more about the willingness to take that next big leap. If you want to apply for that crazy job in California, do it. If you want to pack up and live the van life, do it. If you want to change majors after your freshman year, do it. If you want to pursue a new trade, do it. And even if you want to start over completely, do it. I'll be honest and let you know this speech took me way too long to write. I went back and forth trying to come up with this amazing, thought-provoking, influential message, but I realized that would not accurately reflect who I am as a person. I cannot say I'm perfect, but what I do know is I went for it and I never looked back. Some of you will leave today and the message will stick, and some of you will forget everything that I just said, just like when I was your teacher, but that's okay. But if you tune me out, please listen to this last message. Continue to be a lifelong learner and always pursue that next best thing. Congratulations to the class of 2026, and best of luck wherever life takes you. Go Panthers.
Let's have another round of applause for our guest speaker, Mr. Jake Journey. Congratulations, class of 2026. Can you believe it? Your graduation day is finally here. Today is all about you, the graduating class of 2026. The class of 2026 has been great and accomplished many great feats, including countless amazing performances, many state participants, organized fantastic car shows, assemblies, musicals, plays, excelled in competitions, made countless memories, and built friendships that will last a lifetime. You now leave Plymouth High School as young adults with the necessary tools to be successful. It is now time for the next chapter of your life. The class of 2026 is the first graduating class at PHS to complete a community service requirement. The seniors sitting here today completed over 6,400 hours. Continue to give back no matter what's next in your journey. You have amazing things to offer. Whatever is next, make all of us, your immediate family, your Plymouth Panther family, and yourself proud. Make the choice to be nice, be kind, make wise choices, and do great things. The diploma you received today is not just a receipt for the last 13 years of hard work, but it is a ticket to all the wonderful, exciting adventures that await you. As Mr. Journey said, if you want to go, go, just do it. As Mr. Steer said, do it with courage and humility. Remember your tour, as Brennan said, and that you are forever a Plymouth Panther. It is my pleasure to certify that all members of the class of 2026 receiving diplomas today have met all obligations and requirements established by the Wisconsin Department of Education, the State of Wisconsin, and the Plymouth Joint School District Board of Education. As Associate Principal Mr. Andy Novak gets set to read names, if you would like to take pictures, graduates will be exiting the stage to my left. The grassy area by the shelter is a great spot to take pictures. Please be respectful of each other as you move in and out of that area. Jamie P., our amazing photographer, is down there taking pictures and will share all of them on our district website. All graduates, even though they cried about it at practice, take a long stroll before and after crossing the stage. So you may not have to leave your seat for a great picture. So we will get ready to hand out diplomas right now.
Isabel Jean Fisher. Kevin David Baltus. Brennan James Nickel. Ashley Ann Miller. Claire Louise Poppy. Caden James Schultz. Louisa Abaze. Matea Marie Abhold. Rainer Maxwell Giles. Macy Joe Abraham. Orion Matthew Ada. Blake Jason Andrews. Addison Michaela Arnold. Elena Jean Arnold. Maxwell Brian Backus. Zoe Bailey. Jaden Bradley Basinger. Grace Adeline Benson. Elizabeth Rose Bernard. Parker Kern Bursch. Kieran Thomas Bertram. Magnus Carlson Blad. Jack Douglas Berger. Grace Angeline Bondi. Oliver Raymond Boxrucker. Gabrielle Yvonne Brown. Cade John Burdick. Skylar Nancy Brigard. Caden Michael Campbell. Thora Betty Carpenter. Gracie May Clearman. Aaliyah Michelle Clemens. Tamara Jane Ann Cohn. Owen Dominic Canto. Sawyer Joseph Daly. Alicia De Crescenzo. Aiden James DeMonk. Aaron David Depias. Lloyd Adrian Dealman. Allison Marie Dipple. Brianna Marie Donner. Grace Rachel Erdley. Tyler Aaron Farr. Luke Francis Fellows. Landon Irvin Fick. Aubrey Lucille Fisher. Catherine Jerry Fisher. Gianni Santiago Frosto. Eli John First. Amaya Lee Gensky. Catherine Sophia Gentine. Georgi Emil Georgiev. Hayden Jeffrey Gelzer. Bennett Xavier Gossens. Adela May Gritt. Tia Jordan Hortensio Grushelski. Sophia Grace Gamini. Jake Raymond Hackle. Haley Jean Hamer. Hannah Marie Hunke. Natalie Mary Heinz. Nathaniel David Helsel. Claire Renee Hermanson. Maxwell David Hill. Maya Grace Hogue. Clara Ann Hollister. Johanna J. Hoopman. Jack Ryan Hovey. Annalise Marie Huss. Glenn Elroy Eisler. Aaron Brett Yankee. Iris Diana Johnson. Melody Ann Karpinski. Lindsay Laurel Kawa. Joseph Adam Killian. Brianna Marie Klain. Destiny Marlene Klain. Xander Stewart Klain. Jocelyn Lee Kletzing. Samuel George Kluge. Callie Mae Knowles. Kenner Colton Kober. Kaylee Kornetsky. Dylan Nicholas Korthels. Finola Grace Korth. Delaney Aaron Cron. Aiden Lee Krebsbach. William Gerald Krebsbach. Angela Marie Krieger. Marcel Ruben Cunel. Cameron Mitchell Kulo. Hope Elizabeth Lambert. Mackenzie Rose Lau. Kate Elizabeth Lane. Jacqueline Margaret Lensmeyer. Keegan James Lensmeyer. Zoe Marie Licht. Colton Allen Lindeman. Zachary Ryan Lizaway. Jesse John Lair. Ruby Josephine Lopez. Ruby Jean Luckstead. Maxwell James Lund. Valerie Colleen Matheson. Riley Ann McCulley. Addison May Meyer. Devin Adam Miller. Mason James Miller Carmody. Zach Nathan Miller. Adrian Adam Munghay. Carmindy Mary Catherine Miller. Nicholas Sonny Nelson. Nora Rose Nelson. Halen Pearl Odekirk. Mitchell Eric Olson. Alyssa Onvasith. Adele Emily Orth. Oliver Gerald Pickard. Axel Starlet Peer. Alexandra Patricia Pilling. Jackson Joseph Pittner. Carter Allen Pratt. Alex John Provost. Anakin James Quashis. Jordan Nicole Raymer. Abigail Rose Riley. Aiden John Reederer. Nolan Stanley Ritchie. Marie Roloff. McCartney Elise Rooker. Andrew Gerald Rose Richards. Preston Dwayne Rourke. Marta Elizabeth Rubenis. Brianna Saltos. Xander William Sator. Claire May Sharonbrock. Jacob Jerome Schaub. Hannah Marie Schmidt. Elise Anna Schneider. Michael William Schreiber, Jr. Ethan James Schutte. Megan Elise Schieneman. Mateo Joe Seifert. Megan Catherine Shalou. Layla Jennifer Sherman. Cale John Schumann. Casey Joseph Sipple. Dylan Christian Smith. Michael William Smith. Callie Joy Soberg. Colton Jason Steinke. Cora Evelyn Steiner. Sydney Louise Steiner. Ana Clara Valpada Stemper. Brianna Ann Stefani. Ezra Marie Streblo. Stella Ray Sweetak. Asa Ray Targison. Nancy Tao. Austus Leve Torvedate. Max Lawrence Trepanier. Ava Elizabeth Trutchell. Anya Rose Tushas. Lova Ersberg. Rachel Dale Van Derven. Logan Hovate Van Dree. Sawyer Jeremy Vorpagel. Ava Rose Weedman. Carter Kellen Weinhold. Tristan Michael Wetstein. Tyler Joseph Williams. Soraya Janae Yankaway. Alexander Peter Young.
At this time, I would like to welcome Claire Poppy to lead the class of 2026 in the traditional shifting of the tassels.
As we move our tassels from the right side to the left, we are doing more than just following a graduation tradition. We are recognizing how far we've come, not just as students, but as young adults. In this small movement, we leave behind the title of high school students and step forward as graduates, ready to begin a new chapter of our lives. Each of us has faced challenges, created memories, learned lessons, and grown into the people we are today. The friendships, experiences, successes, and even the difficult moments have all helped shape the character and prepare us for what lies ahead. Although we are closing this chapter, the memories and connections we made here will always remain a part of us. Today is not just about celebrating the end of high school, but also about celebrating the journey that brought us here and the future that is waiting in front of us. As we move our tassels, let it remind us of everything we've achieved, everything we've overcame, and all the possibilities still ahead. I now invite my fellow classmates to join me in the moving of our tassels from the right side to the left. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it.
Great job, Claire. To close out today's wonderful ceremony, I would like to introduce Caden Schultz.
Good afternoon. I'm Caden Schultz, and I'm honored to be addressing parents, teachers, and of course, the graduating class of 2026 with the closing remarks. Just as we have walked across the stage, we will now leave here and step into the next chapter of our lives. Some of us are heading into college, some the workforce, some the military, or others are still undecided, but I'm confident you will find other opportunities. No matter where life takes us, the memories we made at Plymouth High School will stay with us forever. Throughout high school, we faced challenges, celebrated accomplishments, learned many lessons, and most importantly, we had a lot of fun. We also learned that even when life feels uncertain, we are capable of figuring it out. To the teachers, families, and friends who supported us every step of the way, thank you for everything. The future ahead of us is full of possibilities, and this is only the beginning. Congratulations to the Plymouth High School Class of 2026. We will now come together to continue the tradition of tossing our caps. Seniors, please rise. And on the count of three, 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed an honor for me to present to you the Plymouth High School graduating class of 2026.